unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. They go play action with Brissett. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. A first down throw for Brissett. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Brissett sets to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. The shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
First down, Brissett. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Mike, 180. Hurry, hurry. Pick it up, D.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is met quick. In the backfield, down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Set, 180. 54. Switch out, switch out.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Set, 180. Right 54. Go, go, go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield off the play fake. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back.
That's caught inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Throwing on second and 14. Brissett, the open man here, Renfro. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
53 is the mark. That's right, baby.
Here's Brissett. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes and throw the football.
And got his man complete. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it'll be Titan football. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's
Brissett on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up. Move.
And an alley to run. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now Brissett, complete to Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They run the counter. Pollard. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Pollard going to try the right side. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second and 9, Mayfield. Washington's got it. And he's brought down. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jay Ajayi, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Brissett. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Quick dance. Come.
Out of the gun, Brissett. He's got the connection to Cooper. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett on the crossing route. He hits his man, Amari Cooper. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Come on, fellas. And the Titans' 1st down.
Let's go now. 26 yards. Check Mike 21. Don't let it breathe. Don't let it.
Brissett to throw on 1st. Dancing to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Check Mike 21. Just like that.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. Cooper was the target there. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, but it's going to be second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus. Switch.
Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, here's Brissett. And an alley to run. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now, throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Let's get it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On 2nd down and 4, Brissett. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
No.
They'll look to run with Singletary. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, it'll be Singletary. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Throwing, Brissett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They come out here in the eye. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Devin Singletary with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Complete to Washington. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Complete. Smith has it. And out across midfield down to the 45. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down.
180! 54 Mike. Hey, alert, 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 alert! 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Indy. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Singletary to get the drive started. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Brissett now. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Here's Ham, the fullback. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Brissett now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. It's caught. Cooper. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half is getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Set, 180. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, alert, 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 alert. One touch.
1st down, Mayfield. He gets this one to Johnson. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brandon Marshall.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check 53 is mine.
On first down, Singletary. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 5-yard line.
Check 4.
On 2nd and 1, Brissett got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
38, Colts 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there this time, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a gain of 6.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man, it's Washington. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now this throw complete to Washington. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with a J. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jay Ajayi with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts gain a bit of respectability. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Joey Bosa, and the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And the grab by Croft. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Brissett on 3rd and 2. Cooper's got it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Titans, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.